Hello, everyone. Everything is starting to get warmed up here. And thank you, PLK, for the comment. PLK said, previous to the live starting up, you might read this since no one is spamming the chat, but I want to apologize for all of the inappropriate men who call me. Well, as we know, they like saying some weird stuff. They really do. I don't really understand what all it is or why some people say odd things and choose to say odd things, but they certainly go for it. But hello, Diamond, No Name, Joey, Lindy, Ghost, BMC, Morgan, Danny. Hello, guys. I'm getting everything warmed up, so please bear with me here. Over on TikTok, don't send your heart me yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now you can. Sorry, I saw you come in, Chris, and I'm like, don't do it yet. Don't do it until I got the goal set. Okay. Who all came over in on the portrait side early? Oh, that updated. Lily, or sorry, Allie and No Name, you were all over there early too. I have to find my app. Where is my app? Where is my app? Hold on, guys. No, too many windows. There it is. And I couldn't remember the name of it. So there's that. Why did everyone look? That's pretty funny. All right. Close out of that one. Close out of that one. That one is active. Now let's take a peek at... This one is always the last one I open up correctly. Bishop is in there. Perfect. Hello, guys. Not to have anybody feel left out. I guess I probably need to make a quick announcement to add everybody else. Okay. I hate using this in case you missed it. I'm on live on all platforms now. Get your new roles in. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna be doing that for a couple of days. All right, we are getting this going. Academic advising. Okay, no worries. No worries, Chris. Hey, Moose. Hey, Hillary. I am doing well today. I hope everyone else is as well. It is Wednesday, middle of the work week, which also means the work week is halfway done as well. Hey, Mr. Wheels. And that is always a good thing. I don't know if today will be better than yesterday. It's just something that we're going to have to find out as per usual because we never know what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing, or the method to their madness. We never know. And as I fear, we shall never understand. To a degree. Trying to get all of that going. Thank you, Dak. I appreciate that. Comment if I'm speaking. What? And Joey, I disagree with you. Joey said some of these callers can't really exist. They do. That's the problem. Hi, Wave. How am I live in two different ones? Magic and rainbows, guys. Rainbows. Okay. That's pretty funny, Kelly. All right, Puppers, you stay right there. Do not move. By the way, guys, how are we liking the purple light instead of the green? How are we liking the purple instead of the green today? Please tell me. Inquiring minds want to know. Being me, myself, and I. Matt, do you have a purple light? I don't really know. So Matt, just a friendly reminder, you do realize that purple is my favorite color. It's like it's the color of my headphones. So are you saying that my headphones are copying you? Because I've had these headphones since March. Real talk. Real talk. I don't know. Okay, you guys are enjoying the purple. I can actually not the colors. Oh, I watch your live. I usually am listening in and then, I request. But watch this, guys. I can change it while I'm sitting here. What color do we want? There are so many different color options to go through. I'm sorry. It's so much fun doing this right now. I get way too amused at the simplest of things. It's very true. It's very true. It clashes with the blue mermaid. I'm sorry, Joey. I'm trying. Okay. Not the dark arts. Yes, it is. We are in a class of the dark arts. You ready? We're just gonna go around the whole circle of colors. The amusement level knows no bounds sometimes. Okay, guys? It's a witch. Yes, yes, exactly, Ryan. It's a witch. Okay. I'll go ahead and get this going. All right, and also, guys, thank you everybody for always being here. Always. Can I mix them? Yes and no. Stormy, it's kind of it's. I feel like it's a little bit distracting to do it that way. And I'm not going to demonstrate it right now. But also, guys, we have a new microphone. Yay! Thank you guys. I appreciate you all so much. So thank you for everybody that helped donate and everything else. That's helped contribute to me being able to get a new microphone. So the sound should come in clearer. You should no longer hear a slight sound from my computer because it's such a large computer. Yes. It's the, can you see it? The name? Exactly. No more white noise. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. It's right down there, Matt. Shure. Shure. Ah, yeah. Yeah. No, Jim Bob. No. And thank you, Feisty, for the floating heart. I wish I could see. It's the plus one. I'm not really sure. Matt, I don't remember. I have the bigliest computer. It's the bigliest one has ever seen. It's not. But I'm going to tell everyone because you don't know any better than that. It's not that fancy, Matt. It's literally just one step above their basic. Let's see. Never mind, the box is buried. I'm not going to grab the box. Yes, MV7 Plus. There we go. Thank you, Xennial. Thank you. I was like, I don't know. It's the one with the plus. That's just how my brain goes, okay? It's the one with the plus. I don't really know what that means. Let me drag this up here. Cool, thanks. Still tinkering with this, so there's that. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
28.
28. Can you guys hear him all right? Cool. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I like Donald Trump. I'm just wondering though, what's up with the Oval Office speech? It looks like it's AI.
That would not surprise me. He's had a couple of them where it looks like his pinky finger seems to disappear randomly throughout the speech. It's kind of odd.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you able to accept and acknowledge that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
I mean, if it's for the benefit of the people.
Oh, for the benefit of the people?
I'd imagine so. Some sort of national security thing, I would imagine.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the lies that have nothing to do with the benefit of the people or national security.
Oh, he's lying.
Yeah. Like
In what
actual
in what
lies.
way?
Okay. Let's see. Who pays for tariffs?
Americans.
Americans. But Donald Trump is always telling everybody that it's the foreign governments, the foreign countries that are paying for tariffs.
Might be something related to sustainability initiatives.
Mm. But why would he tell everyone it's the foreign government that's paying for tariffs when it's really the American importer?
I guess that's a good point. Another reason why people don't need to be as involved with the government as they are, I suppose.
No, I think the worst thing that we can do is sit back and let the government do whatever.
Fair, fair.
Yeah.
But that's all I wanted to say, though. I'm gonna head off. Thank you.
All right. Bye, man. Not a problem. That's right, guys. Tippy tappy tap a tappity tip away from on the screen. And if you guys are supporting Donald Trump, feel free to hit that number up and we'll have a conversation. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Oh!
I think that person was surprised that I answered. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
I am here, ma'am. Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
The oh, excuse me. Sorry, I lost your signal.
How old are you?
I am 13 and I'm well induced college.
All right. Well, unfortunately, because of TikTok terms of service, I can't talk to you. You have to be 18. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Hello.
Hi,
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Actually, no. So I've recently gotten into like the Epstein files thing, like just kind of reading up about it. I just think I really was a Trump supporter. My parents are Trump supporters. They watch Alex Jones to fall asleep, that kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
I was I was kind of in that mindset for a while, but I really wanted to ask your opinion about just like what you think about the Epstein files, because like in my perspective, like I I honestly can't support anybody who is even connected to Jeffrey Epstein. Like that's just automatically a no for me.
Yeah, my opinion is that they should be released, and anyone that's implicated needs to face criminal or civil charges depending on the statute of limitations.
Yeah, I agree. I just think it's crazy that Trump isn't, taking accountability for it at all. I mean, obviously, because he's gonna get in a large amount of trouble if he is, which most likely he is. I mean, considering that he's, not even owning up to the fact that he signed that letter, and
I'm going to
you know,
remind everybody that Donald Trump said that he didn't need to ask God for forgiveness. He never has taken accountability.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like it. I really was in the belief of that, like, Trump really was a good guy. He was in the betterment of wanting to better the country, but he really is a businessman, and I think there's so much corruption that we're just too far gone. I'm also a believer in Christ, so it's like it's really a slap in the face to see him, praying in the Oval Office and stuff, and then actively being involved in a sex trafficking ring, supposedly, according with the evidence that we have now. But the fact that he doesn't want to release it to the public and doesn't want to answer any of our questions about it, that's really suspicious.
No, yep, I don't disagree with you, and I do appreciate you, and um, keep on keeping on, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
spreading the word.
Of
Yeah.
course. Holy crap. Can we get some huge, oh my god, huge W's, Patricia, in all of the chats for sending out 20 gifted memberships. If you received a membership from Patricia, and obviously this is on the Red app, please be sure to thank her. Even if you're on the other side of things, still say thank you, Patricia, in the chat. We're getting it on all of the platforms right now. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
And how old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am. Vote for Trump.
And how old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, what year were you born? Took too long. That's what I was trying to get to. I forgot to. I said in the wrong order. Yeah, I appreciate that. Lon, it's very random on how sorry, TikTok is sensitive. It's very random on how YouTube sends it out. YouTube just does it randomly entirely. I don't know what they do to decide it. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
7?
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
I am.
All right. And how old are you?
39.
39. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Very much.
Very much. Okay. Are you willing or able to to acknowledge that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
I guess define that.
Donald Trump is telling lies to the American people. Are you able to accept that he is lying to you in his current administration?
Yeah, I mean, he's a politician, so I think that's just, plant corn, get corn.
Oh, so that makes it okay?
No, it's just,
It
show
doesn't
me a
make it
place on
okay?
Earth that doesn't have, I mean, there's a government everywhere on Earth, right? It'd be nice if that wasn't the case, but for as long as there's been politicians, I think they've been lying.
Oh, okay. So that makes it okay then?
No, certainly not.
Then what do you get out of saying, well, every politician does it?
Well, there's, you have to choose who you're going to vote for. We only get two options.
No, I'm not, but you can choose not to support him while he's been in office for 8 months and he's been telling lies. But you said very much to me asking if you still support him. You literally said very much. So
Yeah.
when I'm asking you, are you able to acknowledge that Donald Trump himself is actively lying to you? And you just go, well, I think all politicians lie. And then I'm
It's
asking, does that make it
not a
okay?
deal
And you
breaker.
say
Let's say that.
no. Okay, well,
Not a
if
deal
you
breaker.
can acknowledge that all politicians lie, I assume at this point then you should be able to name me 5 lies that Donald Trump has told in his current administration, his first 8 months.
I'm sorry, name 5 lies that he's told?
Yep.
Great question. I don't have a good catalog. I assume, pretty much everything he's saying is, well, I'll say this. He's honest about his feelings. How about that?
He's honest about
You know how
his
the guy feels about things.
Do you? Because
I don't think he's honest about I wouldn't say he's transparent, but I'd say you know where he stands on things.
But Donald Trump says they told me that I'm the most transparent presidency. So
okay,
he's not
that's the first
transparent?
lie I remember him telling then. Well, I'd say the releases were pretty good.
The releases? What releases?
Well, I don't know if you saw the news about the UFO that happened last week that got hit by a missile and kept flying. Like, that's pretty insane. I don't know if that would have gotten released under anyone else.
That's Eva on the level up.
I think he's probably no, he's definitely lying about the big one. Not cool with that. I accept that he's lying about it, but when I say I support him, it's mostly to do with, honestly, his policies on energy. I think it's probably the most important thing for our country in the future is like we need to have a good energy position in the world, and
Oh, okay.
he's really strong on
So
that.
how do you think it's true when Donald Trump tells everyone that wind the wind turbines that, collect energy for wind energy, that they mess with car electronics if they're too close to the road?
Uh, well, there's a difference between lying and being insane, right? Like if he probably believes that's true. So is that a lie? Probably not. He's probably just a little insane.
Oh,
But the thing
and
about the
so now
whales
you
is actually
support some—
true,
No,
though.
I wasn't
I will
asking
say
about
that.
the whales. I literally
But
said,
that's
like,
true.
he just said it. The whales was during his campaign. I'm asking about his lies that he's told while he's been in office, right?
Well,
But
what's the
literally
difference
Donald
between
Trump
lying and being
thinks
wrong? Like he might just be wrong about some things. It doesn't necessarily mean he's lying,
it's
though.
still a lie. And I
Like
guess
it's
I guess it
incorrect,
would be
but
different if you want to make a distinction between lying and being wrong. Does he ever admit that he's wrong?
well, certainly
Does
not.
he ever? Oh, okay, so then it's a lie. So when people are wrong, they typically admit, not going to say all of them, but typically they'll be like, I was wrong about that, my bad, or I'm sorry, didn't know. They correct themselves on their mistake. Donald Trump doesn't even think that he needs to ask God for forgiveness.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah, so he
so I
doesn't
mean that's a
apologize.
character
He
thing.
never says that he's wrong.
Look, apologies are a thing that we kind of do too much of in general in life, right? Like it's there's nothing to gain from it in his position. You know, if apologizing helped him in some way, I'm sure he'd do it. But like, let's
I
be honest,
mean,
right? Like,
yeah, acknowledging that you lied about something would actually be a great character aspect. Instead, it shows that he's lacking in character because he can never apologize or admit that he's wrong. In fact, it's just everyone else's fault, right? So, for example, the economy was doing great, right, when inflation was down at 2.4%, and they were all being like, "Look at Trump's economy." And now that the inflation rate's back up 2.9%, it's turned around to, it's not Trump's economy yet.
you're very trusting of those figures.
Yes, because
I mean,
unlike other people, I actually do believe in still trusting government statistics.
yeah, I would look
Didn't
into
realize
that.
that was
I
so
would.
wrong. Wait, but I'm sorry, who is the current head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics that puts out these numbers?
Wait, the numbers that just got released were from the previous administration,
No,
right?
they
There's
weren't.
a lag of like 6 months
No, they
before we
weren't.
get economic data,
No, no, no,
and it's
no. The lady
like
that was the Biden appointee was fired in July, which means that the person that released the last two reports is the Donald Trump appointee. The
and
temporary head, like they're MAGA.
but they got the job numbers wrong by like almost a million, right? I'm saying the collection's not great.
Oh, you're
It never
talking
has been.
about the report that gets updated every single year at the same time from April of the previous year through March of the current year. You're talking about the report that literally gets updated every single August?
Okay, so
It gets
inflation is
updated
not.
every single August for the jobs report. Inflation is a measure of it at the current time. The inflation rate doesn't get adjusted. The jobs report, do you even understand why the jobs report gets adjusted?
Well, it's based on payrolls, and
No,
it's
it's not.
all of these are like lagging indicators.
No,
Like it takes
the
it's
jobs
not like a
report is
real
based
time
off of
snapshot.
surveys that are sent out to employers that employers have time to respond and answer. It's not just about payroll. Some of them can be. So like specifically when ADP's report came out back in June that had differing numbers from what the BLS was putting out was because ADP only has certain employees that run their payroll through ADP. So ADP has only knowledge of those employees, whereas the Bureau of Labor Statistics reaches out to collect information and data from all employers in the United States of America, right? Because that's their job. So I always find it very interesting that somebody thinks that the current, like all of the numbers must be lying because even though it's an actual Trump temporary appointee in office right now over the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which by the way is supposed to be an independent agency and a nonpartisan agency anyways, but the Trump administration wants to make it a partisan deal.
Great, all great. Like the thing I try to tell my liberal friends is, and I do have liberal friends, is like I'm always shocked by on the left how much confidence and trust you have in these agencies. Like
Why?
these are they have no accountability. If they
They
miss
have no accountability.
zero,
Again,
zero,
do
like
you
none of these
understand?
people are
Do
ever
you
fired
Okay,
for
let's
doing a
try
bad
this.
job.
Yeah,
Like
because let's try this. So again, the inflation numbers never get modified, okay, unless there was a dastardly mistake somewhere, okay? Then the inflation numbers would get modified, but that rarely ever happens, okay? The jobs report gets modified and update every single month, and then they update it once a year for an entire period every single year at the same time. And I've already asked you, do you understand why? And it seems like you didn't understand it. It's because some surveys come back late. And so then they do a mass adjustment. This is if it was something that wasn't done historically throughout our lifetime, then maybe I would agree with you that there's something amiss, something stinks here. But because it's historical changes, then yeah, I'm going to trust it because it happens every single year, every single time. It happened every year under Biden. It happened every year under Trump. It happened every year under Obama. It happened every year under Bush, every year under Clinton. This is nothing new.
I mean, look, macroeconomic data in general is like notoriously wrong, or else there wouldn't be these black swans that we just have repeatedly. I mean, it's fine. I'm not saying that I think they're lying. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying it's not super useful to get caught up in. It's like I think the whole concept of like
Oh, so should I write
the
the head of the Fed, Jerome Powell, and tell him that, hey, because of the macroeconomics of the black swans of the job market and the inflation data, you really shouldn't have lowered the interest rates because these are all lies.
it's just a fallacy to think that people have as much control as they do over the economy. It's just not real. Like again, my leftist friends seem to think that governing is like just something that you just need to have the experts in place for. But it's not true. The reality is like the world is chaos and always has been, always will be, right? If it was that simple, you guys would keep winning elections. You don't. Like
Who
you're
is
not
you
actually
guys?
I'm assuming you're a Democrat.
No.
Okay. Well, I think that Democrats, if governing were as easy as they believed it is, why do they keep losing elections? Right? Like they can't deliver results.
Why do Republicans keep losing elections? They've lost
Uh,
almost every single special election that's happened in the year of 2025. And in fact, even in the two districts in Florida, where Donald Trump won by over a 30 percentile in the 2024 election results, that was cut in half in the two special elections, a move that's never been seen before in District 1 and District 6 of Florida. Even though the Republicans still won, they won by a much slimmer margin in those districts for their seats in Congress. So, why is it now that the Republicans keep losing losing in the special elections outside of Florida?
Because they don't matter. I mean, they just
Oh,
don't.
they just don't matter.
They
So
control all
the
three branches of government. I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah,
they've got.
but do you not understand that just a couple more special elections for Congress that the seats that get flipped over to the Democratic Party, then you lose your majority by the end of 2025? We don't even have to wait for 2026. You lose it by the end of 2025?
Okay, so
No, do you
assuming you're
understand that?
right,
Yes or no?
uh,
Do you
no,
understand
I
that?
think
You don't? That makes sense.
that's me. Like, if let's say you guys get all, or let's say Democrats get control of all three things, they win all these elections, they do everything. Every time they get in power, they never actually deliver on what they ran on.
Oh, they don't?
Like,
Oh, neither do the
ask me how I
Republicans, so
know.
that's an odd one.
Oh no, I'd say he's delivering on exactly why he was elected.
No, he's not. Grocery prices are up. He promised to lower grocery prices. We see based off of the CPI that grocery prices are up 3%. The price of beef is at an all-time high. The average across the entire country is $6.83, which is almost as much as the federal minimum wage. And because that's the average, just keep in mind that some states are seeing it at a much higher rate than the $6.83.
Again, I don't know anyone who voted for him that cared about that stuff.
Actually, the
Like,
exit polling, I love it when people say that. The exit polling for why people voted for Donald Trump was primarily because of the economy and their grocery prices. It had nothing to do with immigration or any other thing that people think was actually the number one button issue for people. The number one issue for people was actually the grocery prices and the economy.
right, but again, I don't think you're grokking like what that means. This isn't just like a poll question, right? Like, dive deeper into what they mean when they say the
When
economy.
they say their
What they're
grocery prices, is there
what
more meaning behind grocery prices that I'm not understanding? Oh wait, I forget.
yeah,
Groceries is a very old word. It's very ancient. It's lost its meaning. It's used so casually now. Oh wait, sorry, Donald Trump said that for when he said
no,
that
but
he could lower
hold on,
grocery
no,
prices.
but go further with it, right? The consumer price index is based on this concept of a basket of goods that is complete nonsense. It has like
Oh,
you like
complete
yeah,
nonsense now.
it's not realistic to the way that people
It's
actually
not
make purchases.
realistic.
And like, no, how can you compare the way index affects a family of 5 in rural Wisconsin compared to a single adult in downtown Chicago? Like, we're not a part of the same economy, right? Like, we're looking at this as if like it's the political economy is that's the real issue. It's not to do with like checking yes or no on a box of like was the economy the reason why you voted for Trump? Like, no, there's much more there, right? The CPI glosses over political economy. It doesn't talk to like the reality of like this family in Wisconsin is getting all of their calories from Walmart. That person, that apartment has one person in it in Chicago is getting all their groceries at Whole Foods. Like, different economic forces are at play here, right? Like, and that's my point. Like, you're just saying CPI as if this is like like
I said
the real divide here
CTI.
is like what? Sorry.
No, keep going.
Hello.
I was just correcting you on what you're saying.
Please correct me. I'm not.
Well, you said
I,
CTI, not CPI. And
it
just
might
to
have
be
just
very
been a
clear, the consumer price index,
consumer price index. Yes.
measures how the cost of goods are fluctuating on a month-to-month basis at the stores, right? That
A basket of
absolutely
goods. A
a
basket of
basket
goods.
of goods, sure, yeah. Except it's very interesting that people even try to bring that up. Are you aware of what two metrics are left out of the overall CPI when that number is released? What are
I
the
believe
two?
it's energy, right? That's like the biggest. Like, they're not looking at gas prices.
There's one more. Energy
Like,
and what?
I don't remember the same. Probably childcare.
No.
Please enlighten me.
Hold on. Yeah, guys, you guys should be able to hear me. I'm pretty close to the microphone. Yeah, no, so it's grocery prices and it's also energy. Those are the two that are left out of the CPI or the inflation number that we see. So that's why those are measured on a different index and a different scale. And we see that energy prices are in fact up, which is why they're not included, because those are considered a more volatile market.
So again, the original reason I said of like why I support Donald Trump as much as I do is because in America, we pay way too little for energy, right? Like gas should be way more expensive than it is.
Have you ever traveled internationally?
I have, yeah. I'm aware of how expensive it is everywhere else.
No,
And
it's not. Oh, I see. It did adjust down. That was weird. Okay, we'll lock that in place. Yeah.
well, it's a big world. In Europe, it's quite expensive. In Canada, it's quite expensive. In
No, it's
Latin
actually
America,
just that sorry, it's just that petrol is expensive. Diesel is cheaper.
my point being, we have to transition to, we have to have nuclear. We have to drill in the United States. Like this is what
We were
everything
the
is
most
riding on.
energy independent, just so you know, in the year 2023 and the year 2024. Right now, I don't know if you missed
But
this or
it's about
not.
the type
I
of
don't know
energy,
if you
right?
missed this or not. But our gas, our petrol employers in this country are laying people off starting next month. Isn't that fantastic? They're laying people off starting next month, and then let's not even talk about the people that are going to lose their jobs because of Donald Trump cutting back on solar and wind energy. Yeah, that's cool. They're just going to lose their jobs. So, hello unemployment increasing again, already at a 4.3%, highest that we've seen in 3 years. We experienced our very first job loss for an entire month than we've seen in the last 5 years under the Trump administration. Wow, what a fucking concept. It's doing so great. So are you able to accept today at all that Donald Trump is lying to you in his current administration?
I've never didn't accept that,
No, but
but I do
specifically
appreciate the
Donald Trump.
conversation. Yeah, I don't think he's the most candid human.
Cool. No, I'm not saying that nuclear energy is bad, okay? But just people that also ignore the fact, and I have no idea why that went down. That was annoying. He probably hasn't traveled anywhere. We are one of the most expensive places. Like, it was so much cheaper to get freaking gas when I was traveling and driving internationally. So much cheaper than the United States. And also, thank you, Timothy, for the 5. Quote it from, oh, what you just typed out? I mean, I don't disagree with you. I believe it. That's right. Like, I don't disagree with nuclear energy. Also, TikTok, guys, there's 400 people in here, and we're not even at 50,000 likes. We should have been at 50,000 likes 6 minutes ago. What are y'all doing? Tippy tap that screen, guys. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Okay, bye. You don't look like you're a Trumpy. Yeah, I didn't think you meant to come up. And I don't think this one did either. You guys are tapping on the wrong side of the screen. Yeah, none of y'all meant to come up. Hello, butterfly? Knock, knock.
Awesome.
That came in super late, Paul, but thank you. Thank you, Paul, for the 2. Caller is being a pain in the gas. That would have been funny to read. Really, you guys only know how to call in when somebody else is on the line? Oh, it's okay, Moose. I notice it when, like, people typically do it on accident. It happens a lot. It's really easy to do. That's okay. Due to tapping, guys, I'll give you a hint on TikTok. Tap over here if you can, or tap over here. The icons that are on the screen, tap on those, like everything that's on the background. I don't know why, Bishop. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
35.
35. And are you still supporting Trump?
Yeah, I wouldn't say 100% of what he does, but I support probably 50% of what he does, which is far more of what I would support that the Democrats do.
Okay. And are you willing and able to accept today that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
Oh, absolutely not. Because
absolutely not. Oh,
I want to
wow.
clarify. We were told for 4 years that the president had nothing to do with groceries, had nothing to do with inflation, had nothing to do with the economy. That was all stuff that everything from CNN to MSNBC, any left-wing media told us that the president had nothing to do with those things.
Nothing.
Nothing to do with them. And then you were saying that job reports often came in late. So if they came in late, they would actually go up. Every time Biden reported numbers, they were wildly off. He reported 400,000 jobs, and technically it was 49,000.
What about Biden?
But hold on. He every job statistic he reported got adjusted down. Every single one, and you can Google that. I mean, am I wrong?
Cool. That's how it happens historically. It's happening currently under Trump too.
No, you said job reports came in late. So if they came
That's
in
how
late,
it happens
they would go
historically.
up, they
Do
down.
you know what historically means?
Oh yeah, I think what you like to do is I think you like to try to like dance around things. And try to,
No,
like,
I'm being honest. I said this, we know this. This happens historically. I very have clearly acknowledged with people that quite in fact that it does get adjusted. Yeah, I acknowledge the fact that it was adjusted between April of 24 through March of 25, which by the way does include 2 months of Trump, right? That the job report was decreased by over 900,000 jobs. Yeah, that's not a great look for Biden. I understand that. Like, I don't understand why you're getting so upsetty spaghetti. And when all I did was ask you about acknowledging that Donald Trump lied, I mean, do you think it's a lie when Donald Trump goes out and continues to go out on TV and says there is no inflation?
Well, inflation's a thing.
No, Donald Trump says they're lying to you. There is no inflation. He's not saying that the inflation hasn't changed or that it hasn't gone up or anything like that. He's saying that inflation no longer exists in the United States economy. Is that true or is that a lie?
Well, I don't think that that's true at all. But
so he's lying. Got it.
Hold on. Is 3% anywhere close to 30%? To 27%.
We've never seen those that high in the last 20 years.
Why was housing taken out of that number? Because then the number was more like 40%.
No, inflation includes I don't think, are people just this silly? No, inflation includes the cost of housing. Inflation only excludes the cost of grocery prices, aka food, and the cost of energy, because those are considered the two most volatile markets. It is in fact the cost of housing, for the reason why we saw a top out of inflation rate at being 9% under the Biden administration. I hope that helps.
No.
It doesn't?
Because inflation was taken out of that metric completely for 4 years.
It was taken out of that metric completely? Where can I find that?
Yes, it was.
Where can I find that?
Look it up.
Look where? What source? Do you know how to cite your source? What source?
Inflation was taken out. They took out housing.
They took out housing? How did they take out housing out of inflation?
Housing out of the metric. They took it out of the metric.
Inflation is taken out of the
metric.
inflation metric. Got it.
They also changed the metric of what a
They
depression was.
changed the metric too? Can you
Yes.
point me to what memo was released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics?
What memo?
Yeah, because it's something that they would have to report on.
Look at the actual numbers and the breakdown.
I
And
have looked at
housing
the
is not in
numbers.
that list.
I don't think you've
Housing
looked
is
at
not
the
in that
numbers.
list.
Housing is included.
Housing is not in that list. Housing is not in that list.
Housing's not in that list?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
and where did you get
It's
this
not.
from? What website did you get this from?
Website. It's what they did.
It's what they did? What does that
Yes.
mean?
They took it out of the total equation.
Out of
They
the
took it
total
out of the
equation.
equation. They did not factor in housing to that metric. And it was
Where can I
still
find that memo?
27 to 29%. It was actually a little higher.
It wasn't.
And hold on. Can you look this up? Because here's a big one. Every single job that was created under Joe Biden, Joe Biden, went to foreign-born workers.
Foreign-born workers.
More. Yeah. That's a stat. You should look it up.
Oh.
Every single technical job that was created under Biden, and we're not even including the fact that he considered COVID returns.
Biden went to
foreign-born workers.
Foreign workers. It's such a gross way of saying that.
Oh no, that's the truth.
The statement that every new job created under President Biden went to foreign-born workers is false. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows millions of jobs were gained by native-born workers during the Biden administration.
No. Those were return COVID
wow.
jobs.
Is this only? Wow, wait. Wow. The only thing I can find for your source, isn't this funny? The only thing I can find for your source is Twitter, aka X, aka also Fox News. That's it. Is there a reputable source that I can find?
What's funny is a source
is there a reputable source that I can find?
A source is only a source if you agree with it.
Is there a reputable source? I'm sorry. Is social media a reputable source now?
Since we're on the phone and it's harder
to Is social media a reputable source now?
Hold on. I'm going to get the stat for you right now.
Oh, okay.
Is COVID return jobs created? If there's jobs.
No, I only give Joe Biden credit for 2 million jobs.
For 2 million, it was more like 1.7.
Oh, well, still more jobs created than Trump, so cool.
How long has Trump been in office?
No, I'm talking about his first term.
Well, no, because you're also factoring in jobs that were lost because of COVID. It wasn't until the end that those numbers went down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, typically I just talk about the unemployment rate and how we saw that go beat, like Joe Biden's unemployment rate beat Donald Trump's unemployment rate, right? Because his unemployment rate, his lowest unemployment rate was 3.5%. Joe Biden got it down to 3.4%. And that's because there were 2 million additional new jobs added, which is why the 2 million new jobs that were added, right? Because Donald Trump lost 15 million jobs under Joe Biden when he hit the 3.4% unemployment rate. It was because, guess what? 17 million jobs were created, which means 17 minus 15 is in fact only 2 million. So when I say that I give Joe Biden credit for 2 million new jobs, I mean it just for when the unemployment rate got down to 3.4%, which beat Donald Trump's unemployment rate of 3.5%. I hope that helps.
You're allergic to letting anyone else talk. Because when anybody else starts talking, you immediately
No, I have to cut off. It's
like,
because I don't think you understand that I have to. Oh, no, I see where this comes from now. Wow, that's funny. It's a press release.
Putting your fingers in your ears and saying, nah, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true.
I have to cut off individuals such as yourself when you're spewing misinformation. Because that actually compromises the law.
Are you the decider of what is misinformation?
What do you think about Forbes? Do you think Forbes is a good source?
Forbes, it depends on who wrote the article.
Who is
It depends on
Stuart
who's presenting it
Anderson?
because Forbes can be wildly inaccurate.
Stuart
Forbes can be accurate
Anderson.
on some stuff. They can
Stuart
be who?
Anderson? I
And
feel like you should know
no,
that
there's a
name.
lot of no. There's a lot of stuff Forbes posts and puts out
Stuart
there that is not true.
Anderson?
There's half of what Forbes says is
Guys, I
bullshit.
know where he got the spiel from. That was actually apparently because of the date of everything that I was finding was a claim made by Donald Trump on his campaign trail, which has been
What claim was that?
debunked since,
Debunked
multiple times.
like saying that there was fine people on both sides, which is something that people like you repeat.
Who is like
which
me?
was never
Who
said.
am I? What's my name?
Huh?
Who is people
you try
like
to
me?
say that, you say I'm not a Democrat. That's technically because you
Have
may
I ever
consider yourself
said
a socialist
people on
or
both
a
sides? Have I ever
communist or
said that
something.
line? It sounds like you're a
You're
fan. So can you
definitely-
tell me if I've ever said that line?
You're definitely to the
You
left
sound
of
like
center.
you're a fan. So have I ever said that line? Have I ever brought up that
fan?
quote from Donald Trump?
What quote?
There's fine people on both sides. Have I ever said that before?
I'm not sure. That's been
You're not
parroted
sure?
by
I'll help
anybody
you
on the
out.
left for
I won't even make you go through all of the videos that are out from my live stream since May. But no, I've never said that line.
Okay. What about what he said about veterans supposedly is that they were losers and stuff
Never
like that?
talked
which
about that
never
either.
happened.
Are you okay?
Okay. Well, why are you disagreeing that Biden should have never said that because those were bullshit?
Said what?
Said that he said that there were fine people on both sides. Biden said that 30 times.
Biden said that?
on
I don't give a
stage,
shit about
on
Biden. What's your
debate.
damage? I'm over
Well,
here
no,
trying to
because
talk to you about Donald Trump.
You're criticizing Trump. You're criticizing Trump
Right,
for
because
lying,
Donald Trump
but you
is the
won't say
sitting
anything about
president of the
Biden
United
lying.
States of America.
Okay, now hold on. When Biden was president of the United States of America, did he lie?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. The caller earlier, you said, you said CIT instead of what? He messed up a letter. Biden couldn't remember people's names.
Okay, and neither can Donald Trump. Donald Trump that thought E. Jean Carroll was his second wife.
Do you think that if you put Joe Biden and Donald Trump together and made them take any sort of a mental exercise test, that Biden
They're both
would
old as
beat
shit.
Trump
They're both
in
gonna fail
anything?
it. They're both old
as shit.
motherfuckers. They're both gonna fail it.
No, they're both super old.
Yeah, they're both going to fail it.
Says,
I don't ever
Biden
understand
says
why people are
makes
just so
Trump look like
obsessed with Joe
Nostradamus.
Biden. Let this guy fight his cancer in
Because
peace
you
or
guys
die
didn't
from
say
cancer in
anything
peace. I
like
don't
Joe
fucking
Biden
know
was
what's
in
gonna
office.
happen, but
Because
motherfucking
you guys never
GD.
said anything like Joe Biden was in office, period. Nothing.
Uh-huh.
Nothing.
So let me ask you
Can
this.
you
So
point me to
because
any time you
since Donald
criticized
Trump
Joe
is
Biden?
definitely
You've
sane,
been
Donald
screaming
Trump
since
is
May.
definitely a sane
You've been
person.
screaming since
Were there
May.
airports
Have
in the
you said anything
Revolutionary
critical of
War?
Joe Biden, period?
Were there airports in the Revolutionary War?
That's also a misinterpretation of something
That's
that was said.
literally what Donald Trump said. Is he said we protected our
No.
airports in the Revolutionary War. He quite literally said we protected our
quote.
airports in
Play
the
the quote.
Revolutionary War. When was
Play
the
the quote.
Revolutionary
Play the
War,
quote.
sir?
Okay, play it. Play it for us. Play it for us.
Okay. Can you remind me
Play it
when
for
the
us.
Revolutionary War
not
was?
just-
Can
and
you
I don't
remind
want-
me
I don't
when the
want the 30
Revolutionary War
seconds.
was?
I don't
When
want
was
the
the
30
Revolutionary
seconds.
War?
If he spoke,
When
if
was
he
the
spoke for
Revolutionary
10 minutes,
War?
play 10
When
minutes.
was the
Play 10
Revolutionary
minutes.
War?
Trump has
When
a
was the
stupid habit
Revolutionary
of
War?
bouncing around. Trump has a stupid habit of bouncing around.
Oh,
So he
it's
may
just
say
a stupid
something,
habit?
and then 5 minutes later, circle back to it. And Trump is the most Democrat, Republican president
No,
that
he's
this
not.
country has ever had.
Do you think it's a very democratic thing to do, to try to actively
everything Trump
dismantle our
says or
democracy and become a king in the country?
There's no such thing as a king. That's some fucking
Oh, there's no such
wild
thing as a king?
twist.
There's not? Wait, why does the United
there's no
Kingdom
such thing
have
as Donald
a
Trump
king
being
then?
related to a king, saying he wanted to be. That's all.
No,
like
I'm talking about the
propaganda.
active consolidation of power within our government into the executive branch.
Okay, does that make Donald Trump a king?
Oh,
He
no,
still
it
has to
means that
leave the
nobody's
office.
fighting back
He still
against the
has to
shit that
leave
he's
the
doing
office.
that is in fact unconstitutional. And guys, this is my backup account.
Biden would
This is
go
not
on
the
stage
caller.
and say
This
that
is my backup
he said that
account.
the student loan forgiveness was wildly unconstitutional, but he was going to do it anyways, and everybody told him he couldn't do
But
it,
he
but he was
didn't,
going
did
to do it
he?
anyway.
He didn't, did he? He
Huh?
only did it on the
Yes,
ones that
he
were
did.
considered constitutional. No, he only did it on the ones that were considered constitutional.
In June of 1775,
No.
the Continental Congress created a unified army out of the revolutionary forces encamped around Boston and New York, and named after the great George Washington, Commander-in-Chief. The Continental Army suffered a bitter winter of Valley Forge, found glory across the waters of the Delaware, and seized victory from Cornwallis of Yorktown. Our army manned the airports. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do. And at Fort McHenry, under the rocket's red glare, it had nothing but victory.
Did you hear him mention airports while he was talking about 1776?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did we have airports in the Revolutionary War?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Then why did Donald Trump say that we have airports in the Revolutionary War?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
But like I said,
But he's
but like I
totally
said,
sane,
I
right?
don't
What
support.
was
I
what
don't
was the point of
support
Donald
or
Trump
stand
talking
by
about Arnold Palmer
100%.
schlong? And then
I
not to
don't.
mention
I
that
don't
there was
stand
one
by.
day where the microphone stopped working, so he like picked up the microphone and then proceeded to perform fellatio on a fucking microphone stand. That was weird.
What? Can I ask you a question? What
Maybe.
political party?
Yeah,
passed
technically you
civil
already
rights?
did ask me a question.
What?
You already
political
did
party
ask
passed
me a
civil rights?
question, so I don't consent to another question.
Oh, yeah. See, that's why that you are like allergic to like semantics and trying
I'm
to
allergic
be
to
like.
semantics. Most people would say I'm
No,
actually
you're
doing a semantical argument, which would mean I'm
no.
not
What
allergic
you're
to
doing?
semantics.
What you're doing is you're like dancing around things, and then
I'm
you're
dancing
refusing
around
to actually
things?
talk about subjects. You bounce around, and then once somebody says
Wait, I'm
something, you
bouncing
immediately
around?
interrupt them.
Do I need to
Oh,
get up
yes.
on the bed and jump up and down?
What political party passed civil rights?
What
was the
political
longest
party
filibuster-
passed the
what was
civil
the
rights
longest-
movement
what-
of 1965?
Yes. What 64?
The Democrats.
Technically, that
It was
64.
Lyndon B. Johnson, sir. It was the fucking Democrats.
No, look up the vote right now.
It was the Democratic Party because it was the president of the United States who signed off on that bill. It was the Democratic Party. Oh, I know that hurts your feelings so much. Wow. I know that hurts your feelings so much because you literally failed. Wow. It was a Democrat who signed it into law. I hope that makes you feel so better. I hope that makes you feel so good right now. It was literally the Democrats. Lyndon B. Johnson was a piece of shit, but at least he got fucking something right.
He quoted having
The Lyndon B. Johnson held a supermajority in both the House and the Senate, sir. That's why it passed. That's why it went into effect. I think people forget that this is all stuff that we can look up online. Everything is recorded in the Library of Congress. But I have to listen to him, guys. He goes, listen. Again, it was Lyndon B. Johnson who signed the Civil Rights Act of 1965 to 64. And they literally had a supermajority in the House and the Senate. I know that hurts your feelings so much. I'm so sorry to hear that for you.
I'm going to give you the
I feel
numbers.
so bad for you. It's okay. I understand. I feel so bad for you right now. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. It must really suck. It must really suck. It must really suck. It must really suck. It must really suck for you right now. Yeah, must really suck for you. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. The 88th United States Congress. Wow, the House Majority Leader was, in fact, oh my God, a fucking Democrat. Wow, that is so interesting. Yeah. Wow, that's so interesting.
Did you look at the vote? What's the vote numbers? How many Democrats voted for it? How many Republicans voted for it?
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, let's even go through this. They had 62 Democrats in the Congress. And wow, and so they outweighed the Republicans by a lot. They began with 65 Democrats, 33 Republicans, ended with 66 Democrats and 34 Republicans, and that was in the Senate. And then in the House of Representatives, wow, they began with 258 Democrats and 176 Republicans, and ended with 253 Democrats and 177 Republicans. Wow. So that tells me, oh my gosh, wow, what a fucking concept. It was passed by the Democrats in Congress. Wow. Did that hurt, buddy?
No,
Did that hurt yet?
You're not.
Did that
What
hurt
you're
yet?
trying to,
That didn't hurt yet?
1957
Okay. All
was
right,
the
let's
first
see.
time- was the first
Vote
time
on
Republicans crossed towards
Civil
civil
Rights Act,
Democrats had the longest
1964.
filibuster in history, where
Wow.
Strom Thurmond talked for
Okay.
24 hours to avoid the
Yeah.
vote. To avoid the vote.
Uh-huh.
The
Thurman
only
was a
person who
Republican, but
abstained
nice
from the vote
try.
was Byrd, who was Biden's mentor,
Uh-huh.
who was a literal
Yeah.
member of the KKK.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Which is funny. So yes, I love it when people bring up Thurman, who was a Democrat at the time, but then flipped his party right after this, the Civil Rights Act
and
passed.
that's the whole basis where you guys try to claim that Republicans and Democrats
Yeah.
switch sides. Was because
Ooh, I
Strom
love
Thurmond
this.
switched
Senate vote on the
Democrats to
Civil Rights
Republicans.
Act of 1964. Are you ready for this? 46 Democrats voted yes, with only 27 Republicans voting yes. So still it was the Democratic Party that voted in the majority to pass the Civil Rights Act. Giddy up. How does that feel yet? Does it hurt yet? Does it hurt being wrong yet?
I think that
It was still the Democratic Party that passed the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and then it was the Democratic Party that signed it into law in 1964. Does it hurt being wrong yet? Does it hurt being wrong yet?
Listen.
Does it hurt being wrong yet? Can you admit that you're wrong at all? Can you admit that you're wrong at all? Are you okay?
I will explain
No?
this for you.
I don't
how
need
it
you to
broke
explain
down.
it for me. I think you need to explain it more for yourself. So can you tell me which number is higher, 46 or 27?
In 1957.
Which number is
when
higher,
the
46 or
Republicans
27?
brought civil rights
Which
to the
number
table,
is higher,
Democrats
46 or 27?
How many?
Which
total
number is
people
higher,
did they have?
46 or 27?
You need to look
Which number
at
is higher, 46 or 27?
46 is a higher number.
46 is a higher number. So awesome. So when I say that it was Democrats that voted 46 yes and only 27 Republicans voted yes, that means guess who was the majority and who voted into power? Oh, into law. Ooh, it was the Democrats. Wow. Also, really quickly over on the portrait